Hello everyone. Today I will be showing you a new scooter from NIU, the KQi 100F. This will be the European model, but the main difference between the European and the US models is the speed limitation in Europe to 25 kilometers per hour and the restriction to not being able to use cruise control. But otherwise the scooters should be identical, so this should be helpful to anyone looking at getting this scooter. The KQi 100F is a successor to the KQi 1. It's one of two scooters in the KQi 100 series. The other one is the KQi 100P, which is the same version, but the F has the addition of folding handlebars, which I'm actually really excited to take a look at how NIU has managed to implement the folding handlebars in this scooter. The 100 series is an entry-level scooter, and compared to the KQi 1, NIU has increased the power from 250 watts to 300 watts, which puts it in line with the older KQi 2. In addition to that, they have also added front suspension to the scooter. So it will be very interesting to see how this new scooter performs and how it stacks up with the other budget entry-level scooters on the market. So first I will be going over the unboxing. I like to keep this part more detailed to help people who might need to send the scooter in for service repairs and need to figure out how to pack it back up securely in the box. So you can then reference this unboxing guide to figure out how all the polystyrene pieces fit together, as with some scooters that can be quite a puzzle to figure out. After the unboxing I will be going over a detailed overview of the scooter, so if you would like to only see that part you can skip ahead using the chapters in the video. Okay, so let's get started with the unboxing. I will be using a new camera setup with a light, with a POV view of the unboxing, so hopefully it all works out. But if you have any feedback on that, please leave a comment in the description. And if you enjoy seeing my scooter content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to it. Okay, so hopefully this new camera setup works well for this. So let's start the unboxing. I already removed one of the plastic ties that was left on the box. Usually there are two on the box to lift it by. Okay, let's open up the box. Indicates this is the front of the scooter, it's the back. So here we can see how the scooter is laid out in the box. Okay, so let's start here. We have the manual and some documentation that we will look at in a bit. And at the back here we have the charger and the charge cable. Now let's there is another one. Okay, so here we can see the folded handlebars. Okay, and let's fold them up. Okay, now that we have the handlebars up, let's remove the rest of the packaging back here. And let's try to take the scooter out of the box. Okay, so let's the back plastic off. Okay, we have the kickstand that's been protected. Let's unfold that. Okay, now let me put everything back into the box and we can take a closer look at the scooter. Okay, as I was packing up the box, I found this leaflet at the bottom of the box. That is a quick start guide. So I will take it out. Otherwise, that is it for the box. There is nothing else inside. Okay, before looking at the scooter in more detail, let's turn it around so the sticker is the correct way around. Okay. Okay, let's continue by removing the rest of the protective packaging from the scooter and taking a detailed overview of its design and features. So let's start at the handlebars here. The first interesting aspect that I noticed is that unlike all previous scooters that I unboxed, this scooter came fully put together, so the handlebars are already screwed in place because of the folding design. They did not have to be removed. So for those that don't like any assembly, this is probably the ideal scooter because you literally just take it out of the box and you don't have to do any screws or anything else. So starting up here, let's remove the protective plastic. Now let's unfold the handlebars. They nicely snap in place. Okay. You have a small guide over here on how the handlebars work and also warnings of what to do and how to set them up. Okay, so here is the look at the new style of display. Instead of being at the center here, and you placed it over here, and we have a twist throttle. Let's remove. Doing it with one hand is a bit tricky. Okay, we have a bell here, front drum brake, and here you can see the twist throttle and signal indicators. So looking at the front, one difference compared to other NIU scooters is that the 100 series has a more simpler light. It doesn't have the iconic halo headlight that other NIU scooters have, and you also have a reflector light here, and you have side reflectors. Now moving down, you will probably have to tear this off. And going down the stem, we have the folding mechanism here. There is another small quick guide about how the folding mechanism works. And at the front here, we can see the double front suspension. And moving on to the deck. Here I like these sort of small touches that NIU puts on their scooters. It makes it look a lot nicer than if this was just a solid panel. And here we have the charge pad. Let's remove this sticker. So here you have some basic specifications. Okay, and here you can see the deck of the scooter. It's made of plastic with these indentations. Going back, here you have the fender and the latch for the folding mechanism. Here is another nice touch by NIU with the logo, name of the scooter. We have the backlight here. Let's take a more detailed look at the folding mechanism. The handlebars click into place back here using this loop, so you just click it in place and then you can lift the scooter, and then to release it you just move back this lock. And there is also a rubber piece down here, so when the handlebars fall down they don't impact straight on the plastic. Okay, now to fold them up, you lift them up, and at the front here they click into place, and then you can move the latch to fully lock the handlebars. To release the stem, you move the safety up and you move the latch forward, and then you move it a little bit further and it unclicks. Okay, so now let's move on up and see how the foldable handlebars work. Okay, so once you have the stem locked in, you just move out the handlebars and they click into place. And to fold them back up, you just move this latch and fold them, and they nicely fold. So show you again, they click in place and they hold in place. So that's how you fold and unfold the KQi 100F. I will go over the full detailed first time setup of the scooter in a future video, but let me just quickly show you how the display works. So you turn on the scooter and you have this new style of display, so it's not in the middle, but NIU moved it over here, and you can change the modes. You can turn on the lights by double clicking. By triple clicking you change between the units, and you also have the indicator lights, or by double tapping the arrow you turn on the hazard lights. So that's just a quick show of the display. Let me turn off the light and I can show you how the lights perform. So let's turn on the scooter light. So you can see the front light, it has a cutoff. I will go into a lot more detail on the strength of the front light compared to other scooters in my full review video that will follow up. And just to show you the back light as well, it looks pretty bright. But this is just a quick overview, and there will be a lot more in future videos on this scooter. Now I will put the scooter up on a platform so we can take a closer look at the back and front wheels, suspension and the brake. Okay, so let's take a closer look. So at the front here you can see the drum brake and the front suspension. Over here you can see the cable from the handlebars going inside the deck, through here. This is the look at the suspension from the bottom. And here you can see, based on the valve used. These look like tubed tires, so they are filled with air, but they are not tubeless. So it will be interesting to see how those hold up, because all previous scooters I've used had tubeless inflatable tires. Okay, now moving to the charge port. One note, before you can turn on the scooter, you need to plug in the charger and activate the battery. But I will go over all those details in the next video, where I will go over the full first time setup of the scooter, how the new mobile app works, and everything you need to know to start riding the scooter. Also take note, there is another warning here that you should only use the original charger with the scooter. Okay, so moving down, over here you have the information sticker. Your VIN number will be under here. And then moving back, again we can see the valve. The tires are 9.5 by 2.3. And at the back here you have the folding mechanism and the light, and on the other side from the top you can see where the motor cable enters the deck down here. Okay, so now let's take a look at the accessories that come in with the scooter. So you have this quick start guide that basically tells you all the details that you need to follow to set up the scooter and start riding it. You have the cable, charger here. Let's take a look at that. So the charger is 54.6 volts, 1 amp. And then the only other thing that comes with the scooter is an extender for either tire inflation, and then the manual. In the manual bundle you get the valve extension, you get the user manual, the product manual, and the warranty information, and you also get a declaration of conformity for the EU. Okay, so the last area of the scooter we can take a look at is the scooter from the bottom. So let me take a bit closer. So at the back you can see how the deck transitions into the back fender. You can see the mount screws are from the bottom for the fender. On this side you can see the motor cable going into the deck over here, and then you have the screw holes on both sides going to the front. Here you have the kickstand attached to the metal pipe on the side, and then at the front here you can see the wire from the stem coming out here through this opening and then being routed into the deck over here. And then here you can also see where the brake cable comes up and into the drum brake. And over here you can see the light cable that's going from the deck down the fender and into the backlight here. And at the back here you have a place to mount an optional license plate holder. Okay, so that's it for the detailed overview of what the scooter looks like. And if you would like to see how to set the scooter up and go for a first ride, subscribe to see my next video. And if you found the video helpful or have any questions about the NIU KQi 100F, please leave a comment down below and I will try to answer everything I can. And I will be making follow-up videos. There will be a first-time setup video, and then I will do a full review of the scooter. If you want to see a separate range video where I can include the full range ride that I go on, probably in a time-lapse format, then let me know in the comments if that is something you would like to see as well, or otherwise I will just include the range statistics that I get for my testing in the review video. Okay, that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out, and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.